The second city, the Windy City, Chi-Town. This is Chicago, Illinois, and this is I Travel for Coffee. My name is Mike, and I'm on a mission to find the best coffee that this world has to offer. From coffee roasters to coffee shops and everything in between, this is I Travel for Coffee. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the very, very cold Chicago, Illinois. So it is right now 3 degrees outside with a real feel of -6. Tonight is actually going to get down to a real feel of -22. So this is going to be a really interesting episode to film with the weather being this cold. But we do have 4 awesome coffee shops to check out here in downtown Chicago. All right, so Chicago is known to have some of the best roasters in the country. In fact, this is where Intelligentsia came from. This is where they got their start, and you can find them in supermarkets, and you can find their shops pretty much in most major cities. So they are a very known brand, very good at what they do, but they got their start here in Chicago. What is interesting, though, is coffee roasters and coffee shops in downtown Chicago are closed on weekends. And I mean almost all of them are closed on weekends. So the point of this video today is to focus on if you were staying in downtown Chicago on the weekend and wanted a good cup of coffee, what is within distance of the downtown section that you could get your hands on a delicious cup of coffee? Well, we're gonna go check that out right now. It's a really interesting thing what is starting to happen as far as cities go here in America, really closing down their downtowns on the weekends because all the workers go home. But that also shuts down people that are visiting who are coming to the downtown section because that's what they know from maybe getting to check out a cool place. But it baffles me. Maybe sales are just not that good and they know, but it's definitely surprising that this is happening. All right, so we are in the southern section of downtown Chicago where we will find our first coffee shop. Now, this is not your traditional coffee shop. This is more of a cafe style, which we have featured on the channel before, but this one is known for its elegant beauty inside of the shop. So I'm excited to go check this out. I'm excited to grab a cup of coffee and see what it's like. Let's go check out Cafe Deco. So Cafe Deco here in downtown Chicago got ourselves a delicious cappuccino. And did you see the inside of this place? It's just absolutely beautiful. So Cafe Deco actually has 2 locations. This one in the southern section of Chicago is Victorian themed. And if you go to the northern end of Chicago, it's actually Art Deco themed. So really, really cool place. This has only been here for about 9 months. So they are a new kid here in downtown Chicago. And if you're looking for that ambiance and that vibe that is super cool, you can't beat this place. I mean, the chandelier up here behind me, it is absolutely beautiful in here. And they don't just serve coffee, they serve a lot of other things as well. So if you're anywhere in downtown Chicago and it's the weekend and you think all hope is lost because coffee places are closed, Cafe Deco's open. All right, so going in for that ever historic first sip here in Chicago. Let's get this. Man, that is a really, really good cup of coffee. That flavor is rich and chocolatey on the back end. This is a really amazing cup of coffee. And, you know, I didn't really know what to expect whenever I was in this section of Chicago and everything was closed. And I thought, well, I'm going to start pulling on some strings here and see what we have. This is worth going out of your way for. In fact, I would say that this is better than some roasters that I have been to in America as far as how it stands, what it tastes like. You get an amazing atmosphere. The vibe in here is awesome. The people working here are super, super nice. In fact, the owners are here right now. And yeah, you can't beat this. It doesn't matter where you are in Chicago. You should probably come and check this place out. I wish them all the best. Again, they are a newer place here. And you know what? Maybe you just want to escape the cold, because I'm telling you right now, I am not looking forward to going back out there. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so just leaving Cafe Deco. What an awesome place to explore here in Chicago. Victorian themed, and the coffee was on point. That actually surprised me how good that coffee was, because like I said, they're not really known as maybe a coffee shop, they're more of a cafe, but wow. That is a delicious cup of coffee. They are using a local roaster, but if you're anywhere in this section of Chicago or even in the north, go check out one of their locations, because you can't beat the vibe. You can't beat the coffee. It's a win-win both ways. So it's almost mid-December here, and Christmas is just around the corner, which means that Chicago is really decked out for the holidays. And last night we had the ability to go down to the market and check out the festivities that were going on down at the little holiday market. And I'll tell you what, it was super cool. They had all kinds of cool things. They had a beer garden, they had some vendors out there. Super sweet. In fact, I'm going to take you there to experience it right now. It is so cold in Chicago right now that even the birds are finding somewhere to keep warm. Right next to the fire. Looks like a good place to me. This place is absolutely packed with people, and there's a lot of reasons why that would be. There's some cool stuff in this market. All right, so we are at the holiday market here in downtown Chicago. I'm in the beer hall right now, and I got myself a nice Weiss beer because I drink more than just coffee. But this looks like a really good beer. It's a really awesome place. It is packed in here. There are hardly any tables to even stand at or to sit at, and it's nice just to get out of the cold. So I'm going to enjoy this Weiss beer right here, and then we're going to carry on.
You a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry
Christmas. All right, so that was the holiday market in Chicago. Super cool. Lots and lots of cool things. Everybody was having a great time. We met a lot of great people. It was a fantastic place to explore this close to the holidays. I apologize right now if I am not speaking as clearly as I normally do, and that's because every time I try to talk, I'm sucking in all this cold air, and it's proven to be a little bit difficult. Chicago is no joke in the winter. So we are heading to the second coffee location here in downtown Chicago, and this is one that the locals again told me that I should check out. It is not a coffee shop proper, but they do roast their own coffee and serve it. They just kind of are more popular maybe for their bagels. So we're gonna go check out the local favorite, Hero Bagels, here in Chicago. Let's go check it out. So we are at Hero Bagel here in downtown Chicago. Back a little alleyway, you wait in line, they call you in. Only 4 people can be in there at a time. It is a very, very small place. But I went with the delicious praline brulee latte. So holiday drink for a holiday time. We're gonna go in and we're gonna see what we think. That is a really, really good drink. The first thing that pops out is where they took the torch to at the top. They made that like very caramelized taste. This is a really good latte. You can taste the praline in there. It's very holiday, very festive, but this place is super neat. In fact, it survived the Chicago fire. It is a old brick building and very few are still standing from that time, but Hero Bagel is in one of the buildings that is still standing from the Chicago fire. So awesome place, really cool people working in there. If you want, again, another really awesome ambiance, go downtown, check out Hero Bagel, get yourself a delicious drink and get yourself a bagel. And yes, I did get a bagel. Let's check that out. All right, so I got a bullseye bagel with a little bacon on it, a little egg, a little caramelized onion, some avocado on a jalapeno cheese bagel, named after the one and only Chicago Bulls here in Chicago. So the bullseye bagel looks delicious. Let's take a bite. Oh, that's awesome. You get a great coffee, you can get a great bagel. You should come down to Hero, get them together. Yes, I'm sitting outside in the very cold weather, but it doesn't seem that cold whenever you have a nice bagel sandwich and a coffee in your hand. So just leaving Hero Bagel, and we are going to have to hop a subway to get to the next location. This place is awesome, super, super cool. Back this little alley. They only take 4 people in there at a time, and then you go and you pick it up at the window, come out here and sit in the courtyard. I would imagine when it's not like in the negative degrees like it is right now, it's probably awesome to sit out here, but I still had an enjoyable time. We're gonna head up the street, we're gonna hop on a subway, and we're gonna take it about 10 minutes to our next location. All right, so once you are on the blue line, you're gonna ride this blue line to the Clinton exit, which is 2 stops away from where we got on. We're gonna go up out of Clinton, and we are going to be very, very close to our 3rd coffee location. All right, so we are on our way to the 3rd coffee location here in downtown Chicago. And this is a pretty renowned coffee roaster that comes out of Chicago. They have more than just this location, but if you are looking for a specialty cup of coffee on a Saturday in downtown, I think these next two are two that you should really check out. It's only a 10-minute little ride over to this section of downtown. We're gonna go check out Dark Matter Coffee Roasters. Let's go. So we are at Dark Matter Coffee. There are numerous of these locations throughout Chicago, but this place is happening. There isn't a seat anywhere in here. So I'm gonna do this as a standing coffee review. This is an agave latte. Dark Matter is really known for a lot of different flavors in their coffee. So they make some very unique lattes, and they mix a lot together. They're also known for their nitro cold brews, their other cold brews. They sell cans and things like that. This is a Chicago staple, so I am super excited to dive into this agave latte. First sip of Dark Matter. That is an amazingly flavorful latte. First thing that hits you is that cinnamon. And there is a good bit of cinnamon in this, but it mixes so well with the espresso, and the agave just gives it that little sweet touch on the end. This is a darker style espresso. It's more chocolatey. It's packed with flavor. This is a really, really good latte. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody, I've been wanting to come to Dark Matter in Chicago for a very long time. This has been on my list for years and years to check out Dark Matter here in Chicago. I've always heard good things about it. Anytime a coffee conversation comes up, it seems like somebody wants to talk about Dark Matter. I see why. They are pros at what they do. They are cutting edge as far as coffee roasters go. And in the city of Chicago, Dark Matter could be the leading force. An amazing cup, an amazing place, awesome people working here. Check out Dark Matter. Let's move on to the fourth and final coffee location here in Chicago, Illinois. So our fourth, I don't know why I did that because I have a mitten on, but our fourth and final coffee destination here in Chicago, Illinois is on Green Street, inside of Green Street Smoked Meats by the famous Fulton Market District. This is Sawada Coffee. Let's go, check it out. Sawada was created by Hiroshi Sawada, who is actually a barista champion for latte art back in 2008. So really world-renowned individual making amazing coffee. And what they are known for more than anything is what I got here today. This is a military latte. It is half matcha, half espresso with steamed milk. So basically a latte, but add matcha to that. So Tokyo inspired is what this coffee roaster is all about. This is a very Tokyo inspired drink, obviously with the matcha. Here we go. First taste of Sawada here in Chicago. Oh my God, is that good? That is absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. All right, so Sawada Coffee here in downtown Chicago, one of the hippest and coolest coffee shops that you will find in this city. And they deserve all the fame they get. Their coffee is absolutely amazing. Again, this military latte, half matcha, half espresso, is delicious. Anywhere you are in Chicago, you should come here. You should make this a destination when you are in Chicago. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, Sawada Coffee, it's the best coffee in downtown Chicago. So you definitely want to come. You want to check this out. You want to get yourself any of their drinks, really. They specialize in so many different ones. They even have a white sesame latte on there. They are always doing something unique. Sawada Coffee, come, make it a day, check it out. You will be so happy that you did. All right, that concludes today's episode here in downtown Chicago. If you like this type of content, I ask that you like, subscribe, follow along in this journey. I would love to continue to do this. I would love to take you with me. I do have a store open now at itravel4coffee.com. Again, that is itravel4coffee.com. Get on there, you can get some hats, you can get some shirts, and all the proceeds help fund these trips to continue doing this. I had a great time in Chicago. It is an amazing city. And as always, coffee connects us. It brings us together. Sit down with somebody, have a cup of coffee, and just talk for a while. This is I Travel for Coffee. See you, everybody.